What's up, YouTube? This is Swide from Hebrew Legends. I am bringing another episode in the Traveler series today. This time, I'm at HoLo. I guess it's technically hashtag HoLo, but I don't think they pronounce the hashtag. This is a level 5 war clan, over 100 wins. These guys are legit. They know what they're doing. Town Hall 8 plus. As far as recruiting requirements, pretty much as long as you are using 3-star strategies, willing to learn, have more or less a leveled up base. They don't want any preemie Town Hall 10s or anything like that, because they are trying to win wars. Their leader invited me over. His name's Rob. His IGN is Rockstar. He seems like a great guy, very patient, very capable, and very knowledgeable about Clash of Clans. He and the whole leadership are excellent. They have an overwhelmingly green warlog. I mean, it's beautiful. Lost one really close one right there, but otherwise consistently green, lots of wins. They're a clan of very skilled players and a lot of raw talent, and they're on the verge of exploding, I think. Let's look at some replays from them. Show you kind of what they're doing. The clan they faced, although it's another level 5 clan, they weren't, as you can see from their side of bases, they weren't great. Not a terribly fit opponent, I don't think, for the caliber of clan that HoLo is, but still some great replays, and I picked a fair number. The first I wanted to show was Rob, who's the leader, Rockstar. He just brings kind of your standard GoHo on this base. Again, not a great base. Double giant bomb positions here. There's one here. You know, and singles potentially in these spots. I would have guessed Teslas in these, maybe. That's what they look like. Also could be Teslas in the core. All in all, not a hard base. He starts out with 4 hogs up top to get that archer tower, and then 1 loon on this cannon, 1 for 1 trade. 2 loons on this cannon because there's an archer tower in range. Smart. Probably still could have even done it with 1, but I like the thought nonetheless. And actually up here, 2 loons rather than 4 hogs would have done the exact same job as well. Something to think about. Negates these double giant bomb positions up here with those few hogs and just cleans up some extra defenses down south. Brings the CC over. Normal kill squad. Queen behind, witches. Your standard stuff. Nice flanking wizard here. All those wizards are nice and clumped, and 1 wizard just does work. Drops that golem. He starts tanking all of these point defenses. Funnel breaking wizards on this side. A couple more on this side. Queen's headed in the right direction. He's going to drop a jump here shortly. Bombers go in. And there's the jump, followed by the king. This wizard just doesn't quite take out that barracks, or else the king would have headed inside. So the king takes a stroll. I like this Asian wall here. I'll make a quick note about that, actually. A lot of people say, what's the point of an Asian wall if there's only 1 defense in range? They're all going to head to that defense. I actually think it's a great idea. If you're not doing a 2-finger drop, if there aren't 2 defenses for you to target, or you don't need your hogs to take 2 very specific or particular paths to a place, the Asian wall's a great idea because it deploys quickly, and it forces all of your hogs to take a different path to the defense, and from there they'll take different paths to the next layer of defenses as well. Nice example of a great deployment strategy, Rob. Well done. Heal on the second layer. Skelly traps pop. It's got Teslas in the core. One giant bomb there. Couple giant bombs here. But singles, and he has them healed up by the time they're out of it. Just shreds the base, man. The king actually does pretty well here. Clean up. He didn't actually need him to go inside all that much. It's got a full health queen, full health king. Wrecks the base. Let's fast forward here. It's a great attack, man. From the sound of it, Rob kind of, as the leader, deals with a lot of the clan logistics, but he also heads much of the teaching, much of the pedagogical part of being a leader, and he does it, from what I've seen, with humility and graciousness and a lot of patience. And it helps that he's a great player, skilled, knows what he's talking about. The whole of leadership, it seems like, is kind of built around teaching younger players and developing players. So it's a great clan, especially if you're a newer player looking to find your place in a war clan. Let's watch another one. I'm thinking about watching two by the same guy, actually. The Dust Storm. And just as a quick preface, all the attacks I'm showing, I think, are second attacks. Just in case anything looks like it's weird. I looked up, and they're all seconds. So, Giant goes down and gets the lure himself, actually. Hogs go in afterward. This guy has 6 loons in his CC. Not sure what he was doing. They're going to wreck this golem, for sure. But that's all they're going to do. So, may not even do that. Loons, you can have one just for change up. Don't ever put more than 2 probably in your clan castle. I'd say 2 is a little much. This is, again, not a great base. His golem trips a double giant bomb position here, and as you can see, there's only one other possibility. So, like the deployment, actually, I don't know. I mean, 2-finger drop is great. These are going to go here. They'll probably split, depending. These will do the same thing, up, split across, and then head to the center. Had you come from here, and the same thing here, you'd have hogs headed this direction and this direction, and the whole pack would head to the center. One small thing, had you just, instead of dropping them here, bounce these out here, you just would have had a cleaner set of hogs pathing around. That said, you would be pathing them directly through that double giant bomb. So I see why you did that. And in fact, that was a great call. These, they do it anyway. So had that been a double, you would have been in a lot of trouble. But it wasn't, so it worked out okay. They head into the core, and he brought 4 heals. So he is going to lose maybe 2 or 3 hogs throughout the rest of the raid. His queen goes down right there to a Tesla. King's working on a wall, so no help there. But he's got heals on his hogs throughout the whole rest of the raid. I'm just going to fast forward because it's clean up. Good heals the whole time. Hogs are standing the heals. Clean up those skellies, and that's it, man. Solid attack. And, these guys, I'll show a couple of LaLoon replays after this as well. They're not doing just hogs. They're kind of doing everything. So it's cool to see all these guys are using multiple attack styles, which is really cool to watch. They're learning the right kind of stuff, learning lots of different little bits about attack theory and attack strategies and tactics from each of those styles. So learning the right way, man. I wanted to show the second attack from the Dust Storm because, yeah, I think it's interesting. There's some good points in here. 3 loons, 3 loons, 2 loons. He is just negating these double giant bomb positions by doing that, which is great. And he is going to get that mortar as well. It's a little slower, but he actually gets a storage. That's amazing. The loons took out a whole gold storage. Fine. And this MVP loon actually pulls almost the whole CC and pops 3 out of the 4 Teslas, effectively checking the rest of the double giant bomb positions. You know, if there's 2 here, it's probably going to be another one here. So the double giant bombs were either here or they're going to be here. So you can already account for that in the rest of your raid, which is wonderful. A couple hogs go in, trip that single right there, perfect, and pull the rest of the lure. Turns out to be a Valk. Pretty interesting CC. 1 minion, 1 Valk, 1 drag. Could cause trouble for some kind of LaLoon or something. With the new aggro system, dragons and loons are more powerful out of the CC now, so consider those. The golem goes down. I think the golem goes down a bit early here. I would have waited till the drag was about half health or less, because this golem is just sitting here taking damage for no reason. Creates a good funnel on this side, but there's no funnel over here, so the rest of his kill squad is going to kind of take a walk. King takes out the queen. No problems. And again, with the deployment, so what you've done is taken out a couple defenses on the south side. You've taken out this whole portion of the north side, and you're left with this, basically, right? I mean, 2-finger drop here, and, you know, here's fine too. Maybe even an Asian wall on this side. Same thing. But all these hogs are just going to path in. And you already wisely tripped this double and negated that. So a heal spell here, you are going to get most of these hogs in that thing. You can drop another here. You know, you get it. And they are going to path through a lot more evenly, distribute throughout the base swiftly through those high health defenses in the center, and kind of end with your kill squad over here. Just one small thing. That's more of a, on these GoHos, there's always, you know, on bases with these easily triggerable double giant bombs, you're always going to be able to, especially with 4 heals, you're going to be able to get the 3 starts, no trouble. But it's just those little tweaks that could help you on a little bit higher level base in the future. So something to think about for sure are those deployments. But Duststorm just shreds this guy anyway. He had some hogs path around here with his king. The rest went through the middle, and then they're going to backtrack over here. So full health king, full health queen. I mean, wrecks the base. Nice job, man. Fast forward through here. I mean, he hasn't even used his hero's abilities. He's just using them for for no reason now, just because he can. Help with cleanup a bit. Great attack. Let's look at a couple more. Let's do some LaLoons. Let's look at Sir Clavis. He's Halo's 8 on their number 9. And he brings a Shattered from the east. Golems, Drawn Fire. I may have dropped another tiny thing. As far as when you're dropping your Shattered, and you want kind of an even spread of damage done onto each of your golems, because you don't necessarily want one splitting, one taking all the damage, and then, you know, once that's done, the fire is then set on your other golem. You kind of want them split between them so they're evenly distributed, and they can go around if they take 2 different paths to their different sides of the base and tank for different sets of troops throughout the raid. Shattered LaLoon, it's less important, obviously, because you're going by air, and your kill squad is essentially to take out the queen, the CC, and 2 air defenses, and they don't have to last till the end of the raid. But you've got a level 5 golem here, and this golem, level 4, is taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different defenses, and this one down here is taking 2. Just put the higher health one up here next time. Or drop this one first, so you're going to get the majority. You're going to get 4 as opposed to, you know. Just evenly distributed tends to make for a smoother transition into the actual portion of the base that you want to destroy. Something to think about. Lightning goes down. It's a good lightning spell. No witch, so nothing to worry about there. King goes down after the CC comes out, which is great. That's how it should be done. King aggro's immediately onto the queen. He's going to rage him here. Doesn't even rage him, I don't think, until after he takes out the queen. And then he gets him into the core. The queen heads over this way, and he's not actually going to get this air defense. But he doesn't panic. Keeps his cool, which is great. Alters his attack probably just a tad. Hounds come in, soaking up those air mines. Targeted balloons behind him. Here comes the third hound, followed by balloons. I would have held on to these two just a bit longer. Waited till the rest of these balloons passed through that rage and came over here, because those two loons trade for one archer tower. But had you dropped them just now, they would have pathed to that archer tower. These would have destroyed that wizard tower. They would have pathed back over to the cannon, and then this whole stack would have ended on these high health buildings in the center. Generally speaking, you want to save those two loons for, a wizard tower or something at the end. And Sir Clavis does a great job here. But hold on to them a little longer, a little extra patience, and would have saved you 15 seconds or so. He's still got his queen. It doesn't matter. That's a nitpicky thing, but at the end of a raid, that's even when it looks like you've won, those are things you still got to be thinking about, especially on a higher level basis. But all in all, man, just wrecked the base. It was a great attack. Nice job, Sir Clavis. Let's look at one more. Let's look at Jaguar on their number 15. He brings a cold-blooded LaLoon, which I love right now. All of these bases are kind of being tailored to defend against shattered LaLoon, and there are very many of them, this one included, are susceptible to just a cold-blooded LaLoon. Bring an extra hound, and send the single golem in with your heroes and a few whizzies to take out one air defense, a couple point defenses, and the archer queen, and the clan castle, if you can, and maybe even an expo. Love the attack composition and the style here. Golem goes down. Whizzies are going to follow up pretty quickly here, just clearing some trash. I would have dropped this one just a bit over here because it's still going to be out of range of this wizard, but no worries, he still gets exactly what he needs to get. Golem's just doing some good tanking there. Queen's cleaning up. I don't like the early king. Just wait on him a second, because now he got in front of this golem, and this whole CC, including the queen, they just wreck him. He doesn't even have a chance to use his ability. They wreck him in 2 seconds. So had you just waited until you saw the CC just start coming out of that clan castle to drop your king, he would have come in and done a lot more work for you. You may have even ended up with this expo in this air sweeper because of that. But everything goes okay. Queen takes out queen. He gets the air defense. Here comes the hounds. Down selected loons. This one, he just missed that archer tower by a tad, but no problems. They're going to path there next anyway. Next two hounds come down. Great loon deployment on this side. They're all going to converge, kind of. Good first rage. Rages him through the core. He gets that air sweeper before it causes too much trouble. These loons path over to that expo. He's still got 2 hounds up. Perfect second rage here. Makes all of his hounds and his loons continue with that circular motion. Keeps their momentum all the way through. And then they just end on these defenses over here. Again, save a couple loons for these back-end wizard towers. If your loons are all bunched up and something goes wrong throughout the raid, they can really cause a lot of problems for you at the end. Just a small thing to think about. But I mean, this is just a beautifully executed attack. This exact style is what people are using at Town Hall 10 now, and really high level Town Hall 9. So you are definitely doing the right stuff, Jaguar. Nice job, man. That's really all I have for you guys today. A little bit longer vid, but HoLo deserves it. Great clan, fun group of guys. Even before I was recording, I just chatted them up for about 2 hours probably. Had a lot of fun here. Thanks for your hospitality, guys. Shout out again to Rob, who invited me over. You got a great clan, man. Keep up the great work. You seem like an excellent teacher, and you know your stuff. So congrats on the feature. And I will put a link to your clan in the description so everybody that's looking for a clan can find you. Guys, check out HoLo. They are the real deal. In any case, guys, this is Swide from Hebrew Legends. I will see you next time.